tip-off goes to Seattle. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Harper. Then there's Longley. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. And the basket by Payton.
That's a shot that Payton can occasionally make. I like whenever he looks to expand his range some, though.
Outside Pippen. Back to Jordan. Over Hawkins. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Payton's shot is off. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Harper. Jordan on the wing. Shoots a fader. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
Here's Hawkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Rodman with a screen on Hawkins. Here's Jordan. Johnson with the block. Down low. And it's Johnson with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The first free throw is good.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson sends the screen for Payton. And another three for Seattle.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Jordan. Johnson with the block. They retain possession. And taken away by Johnson. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Perkins, he's checked in for the Sox.
Number 14, Sam Perkins.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here is Jordan. Over Hawkins. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Perkins, the pass to Schrempf. On the wing, Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Kemp. Here's Schrempf.
And with his strength, lateral quickness, and that 7'3" wingspan, Pippen is an exceptional defender.
Harper dishes to Jordan. Drops in the layup for 2. Jordan's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Harper. Pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And it's Seattle with the ball. 3-point lead. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Now here's Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. Now Payton. 9 points in the game so far. Hawkins passes to Kemp. Banked in off the glass.
Tell you what, Shawn Kemp is a wrecking ball inside. Feels like no defense can contain him once he gets in close.
On the wing, Kukoc. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 to shoot over Perkins. Again, Chicago. Payton with the ball. Throws it up high. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Kemp, such an exciting player, especially on these alley-oops.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look for Seattle. Askew's checked in for Kemp, and McMillan subbed in for Gary Payton. And then for Chicago, Wennington he's checked in for Pippen, and it's Brown in for Jordan. Now here's Kerr. Nothing on the board. Kukoc kicks to Kerr. Schrempf with the steal. And now the Supersonics on the break. Pass to McMillan. Back to Schrempf. Clock at 6. Here's Hawkins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 8. Here is Kerr.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Brown. Here's Kukoc. Rebound by McMillan.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Kukoc after the Sonics pick up 2.
The 7-footer getting busy. Bill Wennington using that size to throw down the jam.
Sonics leading by 8. Here's McMillan. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Schrempf. Here's McMillan. Takes the 3. Rodman with the rebound. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And here's Kukoc. This one for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A legitimate threat to burn you outside. Kukoc understands when he should take that shot. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Kukoc. 5 points in the game. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Rodman's shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Sonics lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
So with Peyton on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. We've got Askew. Shawn Kemp is out there with Perkins. Then it's Wingate, and it's McMillan in at the one. Here's McMillan following the three-point basket by Chicago. Here's Askew. Still scoreless. Here's Kemp. Rebounded by Wennington. Bulls trail by 4. And here's Kerr. Outside, Kukoc. Drives to the hoop. Rebounded by Kemp. Pass to McMillan, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Chicago ball.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside, Kukoc. Now here's Pippen. Five on the clock. Outside, Kukoc. For the 3. And it's Kukoc again missing. Seattle leading by 4. Wingate passes to Perkins. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Perkins got his first 2 points.
Perkins uses a mixture of size and agility to outsmart the defense when he's inside.
Outside Pippen. And that one drops for him.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Inside. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Wow, I'll tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And then Pippen slams it in.
How about that authoritative punch by Pippen? Showing you just how strong he can be on finishes like that.
And here are the Supersonics. They've led by as much as 10.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Shrimp, he's checked in for Seattle. Peyton comes in for McMillan. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for the Bulls. Jordan comes in for Simpkins. Now, here is Jordan. He's got 8. On the wing, Kukoc, covered by Perkins. Good on the bucket. Kukoc has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Peyton. 9 points in the game so far. Right side, Kemp. Over Rodman, and it's Seattle with another.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Percy Hawkins checked in for Askew, and he sinks the second. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dayton against Kerr. It's stolen by Kerr. That's It's good, and the supersonic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Pippen.
Very quick on the defensive end, creating a turnover and points with the steal.
Kicks it out to Hawkins. Off target from outside. Here's Kukoc. It's Pippen on the wing. He's covered by Hawkins. Seattle leading by 3. Payton up top, defended by Kerr. Kicks it out to Hawkins. The shot by Payton hits the jumper in space. Payton's got 11 points. Payton's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Jordan. Jordan punishing them inside.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
A screen from Kemp. Here's Schrempf. A three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Jordan. It's deflected and stolen by Payton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Gary Payton has a perpetual pep in his step. It's all energy all the time with GP.
Pippen, the pass to Kerr. Jordan against Hawkins. Fade away. The shot's good from Jordan. He's got 13.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
And here's a timeout now from George Karl. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Sonics, Rakowski comes in for Sean Kemp, and Askew subbed in for Perkins. Chicago also making some changes. Luke Longley's checked in for Pippen, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. It's Hawkins on the wing. He's defended by Jordan, and it's good, 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Screen by Longley, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Kukoc has got 7 now in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Longley. Tipped away. Schrempf with the steal. Shoots the 3. And it's Harper with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Rodman. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
I like how selective Rodman is with his shots, especially when he's got this type of positioning.
Harper against Payton. To the inside. Stolen by Rodman. Jordan gets it to go inside. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Now, Jordan, after the missed 3 from Gary Payton. Jordan against Hawkins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Jordan. Johnson, he's checked in for Askew. And both free throws good for Jordan. Celtics trail by 3. 1:11 left in the second quarter.
First team foul.
On defense, the Bulls. Brzykowski, good.
You know Brzykowski likes to look when you see him letting loose from range. Nice touch from the big fella on that shot, too.
Now, here is Jordan. 17 points in the game. Jordan hits despite the contact.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Payton against Harper. Pass to Schrempf. Takes a three. Rebound by the Bulls. Rodman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kukoc can't get it to go. And so Payton will bring it up for the Supersonics. Now Schrempf. Here's Payton. He's guarded by Harper. Payton inside, and it's Seattle with another. Jordan, that's for 2. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Chicago. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. We've got Longley. Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Pippen in at the small forward. Now, here is Jordan. And he comes up with the deuce.
And no one has better natural scoring tools. But another thing that really sets MJ apart, the acute instincts he brings to the table.
Payton gets the bucket.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Jordan passes to Pippen. Back to Jordan. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Johnson with a screen on Harper. The shot by Payton, no good. The Bulls with the lead. Outside Pippen. Hawkins against Jordan. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Johnson sets the screen for Payton. It's Kemp on the wing. Defended by Rodman. Kemp kicks to Schrempf. No good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 4. Pippen with the wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Outside, Payton. Johnson with a screen on Harper. Pass to Kemp. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Hits it from 3-point range. Hawkins has got 8 points.
Hawkins has such an uncanny ability to score. Had to get rid of it quickly, and he did.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Jordan.
Big time. You know, because Jordan is so spectacular, sometimes his strong fundamentals are overlooked, and he keeps it simple. Why get fancy when the pick and roll works like that?
Now here's Payton, 17 points in the game. Here's Kemp, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pippen feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Harper. Jordan against Hawkins, and the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And Seattle making a change here. Perkins is checked in.
Into the lineup for Seattle, number 14, Sam Perkins.
Here's Hawkins. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 11.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. The lead is 2. Rodman outside. Longley against Kemp. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
Just 5 to shoot. And here's Jordan outside. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Payton looking it over. Kemp screen on Harper. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Kemp.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now, here is Jordan. He's got 29 points. There's the three. A three for Jordan.
Excellent touch on the long-range bomb from Jordan. He only takes those when he really likes them, and that one looked good.
Here's the teardrop. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Shrimp's got it all tied up now for the Sonics.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Pippen with it. He has 6. Harper in the corner. Pass to Longley. Rodman kicks to Pippen. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Payton. And it's Seattle with the ball. Schrempf passes to Payton. And it's Kemp at the elbow. For the lead. Rodman with the rebound. Rodman's got 11 rebounds in the game. Rodman sets the screen for Harper. Pass to Longley. Back to Harper. Now Pippen, covered by Perkins. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And finished off by Longley.
You know, in some ways, Longley makes a little jam like this look really easy. And you know why? Because it is. He's 7'2". Just reaches up and throws it down.
And here's a timeout now from George Karl. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Matthews checked in for Seattle. Chicago also making some changes. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. and Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Now here's Payton, 17 points in the game. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's really one of the key shots in Payton's arsenal, that little floater over the top.
Hawkins against Jordan, and stolen by Payton. Pass to Schrempf, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes.
Oh, wow! Michael Jordan taking flight.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Here's Wennington. He's covered by Hawkins. Knocks it loose. To the paint. And the basket by Schrempf. Schrempf's got 11 points.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Jordan. He's got 34. Rodman sends a screen. Jordan the pass to Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Coming off the pick, Jordan often takes this himself, crosses the D up that time.
Here is Hawkins. 11 points in the game. Perkins with a screen on Jordan. Here's Payton with 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Payton on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got McMillan. Perkins is out there with Wingate. Then there's Askew, and it's Kemp in at the 5 down low. Kukoc against Wingate. Offensive rebound. Wennington. Pass to Pippen. Can't cash in from close range. Seattle with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Kerr against McMillan. Here is Perkins. Shot clock at 6. And they take the lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pippen, the pass to Kukoc. And they're pushing it up. Here's Askew. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And Shawn Kemp picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Wingate. And the Bulls making a change also. James Edwards checked in for Wennington. Here's Kukoc. Rebounded by Kemp. Kemp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Payton. Kemp a screen on Kerr. Here's McMillan. Fires from deep. Drops in the tray. McMillan's got his first 3 points of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Connects from 3-point range.
And they got Kukoc riled up with that last shot. He wanted to silence them with a 3 of his own.
Payton passes to McMillan. Here's Kemp. That shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. Kukoc with it. Now Payton defending. Outside, Kukoc to take the lead. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Here's McMillan. Kemp a screen on Kerr. 3-pointer, Payton. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Yeah, you know, Gary Payton is simply a do-it-all guard, folks. I mean, his stat sheet reflecting that tonight.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. A different look for Seattle. Detlef Schrempf's checked in for Perkins. And Hersey Hawkins subbed in for McMillan. Rodman, he's checked in for the Bulls. Jordan comes in for Simpkins. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Kemp a screen on Pippen. Askew passes to Kemp. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
It's Pippen with the drive. Kicks it out to Jordan. Stolen. And now the Supersonics on the break. Kept alive. And then Kemp slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
They set the screen. Pass to Kemp. Over Rodman. Here's Schrempf. Who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pippen outside. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Well, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. He puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
And here's a timeout now from George Karl. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Supersonics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Longley comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in for Kerr. Kemp kicks to Johnson. And here's Schrempf. The 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Schrempf's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Over Hawkins. 6 to shoot. Now Jordan. From about 19. It misses. down. Bulls trail by 8. Michael Jordan, look out below!
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Does not go in. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Outside Jordan. Rodman sets the screen for Jordan. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Schrempf against Pippen. Good! Lays it right in there.
Well, how about Gary Payton? Silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Now Jordan. Longley, a screen on Hawkins. And taken away by Johnson. Hawkins against Jordan. Kemp inside.
Right now, Kemp is rolling. He's built a lot of positive momentum for himself on the offensive end.
Bulls trail by 10. Jordan looking it over. And they double up Jordan. Deflects the pass. Schrempf with the steal. Kemp inside. Defended by Rodman.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Outside, Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson, and stolen by Longley. And now the Bulls on the break. It's off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pippen with it. Now Payton defending. Oh!
Oh, man!
And he jams it in.
Yeah, Pippen, a fantastic defender, and knows when to pounce on passing lanes to come up with the steals. Watch out.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
On the wing, Payton. He's guarded by Harper. So we see the Sonics get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Gary Payton.